picture in everyone. Everyone's got
the Pac-Man machine or the fish tank or whatever.
Or with the charities and the brotherhood.
You know, you might present as a
washing machine, but someone over there does, or
getting there.
Travelling and looking for ourselves.
You know, trade different goods, and it actually meant
Donate directly online. So there's blogging and using it as like forums and stuff.
Yep.
I think we are in a good running progression.
I think so.
Okay, I'm going to go to the group now.
So we're gonna have two separate
volunteers.
How are you?
Sorry.
Is that weird?
That's like different categories of people who come to different
into Dropbox and
Cool.
that stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily link to that.
Somehow, to go to frames.
Yeah. They may have a chair that is a designer chair in their house, and they can take a photo and upload it and tell you a little bit about it. But yeah, the journey of discovery is I might click on this chair and then it will show me that it's a 1950s Danish lounge chair, and then I'll see that's influenced this type of a chair, and then the history of that, and the designer is so and so. So it's a mind mapping. So and then Airbnb and other
flags like that. So we're aggregating that sort of stuff and allowing you to pretty much put together your own experience, because at the moment we found that travel agencies that do volunteer packages for people, it's just over 50% of the money that you spend goes to this sort of area.
So the whole premise of this is people fill out their own profile, who they are, what they like, what kind of person they are, and that gives them a little guidance to how people should deal them. But first of all, you have to do your own thing first, which is like, for example, I'm shy and I don't like to go, let's say, dancing. And you go into a dance, then you can actually find someone else who has similar, who's shy or whatever, and you have a good experience. You're there, them to go and do that.
So we kind of invented a service where she goes out on a Friday night and with her girlfriends to a Japanese restaurant in her area. And basically she's obviously enjoyed her meal, and that's the starting point for our service. That's where our service gets introduced. And from that, they then have access to, we're not quite sure at the moment, but probably a website. I think we're sitting at the moment, where she's given a kind of like a task, instructions for a treasure hunt kind of thing, a game.
And we back to Egg by Barter, which is a community marketplace offered online where members can post goods to be sold or bartered or begged for, and people can not only do the begging or buying or bartering, but they actually get to vote on the begging cases. So if someone puts up a good enough case to say, you should give this to me because I am desperate for a new black dress and I don't get paid for 2 weeks, and my dog has just had a leg amputation, and it's all very white middle class, but in terms of where we're looking at a user group, this is where it sits. So we would rely
Pressure's on. Run around the office for a while and I can talk to you on the camera. Let's do it.
Good, everybody is trying to concentrate and we keep disturbing them.
Yeah.
Doing so. That way. That's kind of cool. You can surprise anyone.
Yeah, you say it. Like, I'm stoked. My fish has some room to swim or something like that. And then, what will the community say?
And tweeted them. They're saying, yeah, we've got it.
So she's able to now start doing
And what we put together is a little video that shows a user journey of how one of our volunteers comes to Sampo and becomes connected to these three. Hit it, Kat.
Susan is an accountant in Melbourne who is looking for a change and wants to make a difference. Susan donates regularly to international projects. She's on a community website and sees the Sampo link. The line "Go, Give, Grow" captures her attention. She's curious and goes to the website. The Sampo website connects volunteers to opportunities, accommodation and locals, enabling explorers like Susan to map their own overseas volunteer experience. She starts looking for options to volunteer and searches by her skill set. She sees an opportunity to help with microfinancing for Kiva. She loves South American culture and finds an opportunity in Brazil. Susan signs up to Sampo and starts to learn more about Kiva, the opportunity, accommodation options and local people. She's excited by this opportunity and applies to Sampo. Cuba assesses her application and decides to offer her a position. She accepts the position and immediately starts connecting with other volunteers and locals through the profiles and blogs on the Sampo website. She books her own accommodation through Sampo and Airbnb. When she arrives, Jorge, Sampo community host, meets her at the airport and shows her around. Jorge takes her out that night and introduces her to his friends and other volunteers. By the time she starts volunteering, she knows half her team and has a group of local friends. She feels welcomed by the community and is empowered to make the journey her own. Sampo has opened up Susan's opportunities to go places.
Trash is another man's treasure. This is my trash. I want it to be someone else's treasure. Imagine if I could offer it to an online community that would beg for it, buy it, or barter for it.
Hi, I would swap it with Star Wars DVDs.
I love fish. I'll offer $20.
My goldfish is currently living in my coffee mug. Please, I'm begging.
Some compelling cases. Who should I give my fishbowl to? Let's see what the community thinks about this. $20 would be nice. I already own the Star Wars box set, but I can't go past Janine's poor coffee mug fish, and it would seem that the community would agree with me. I'm so happy that Janine is the proud new owner of my fishbowl.
Yeah, thanks, Goldie's got a home.
And the community is so happy there's one less item in landfill.
Yay!
We know what to do.
Hi, my name's Karen, I'm 24 and I hate my job. Hi, my name's Crystal and I have a few confidence issues.
Hi, I'm Michael, and I'm Charlotte.
I was complaining about it to one of my friends and she suggested me this wicked website called Dare to Dare. So my friend, Karen, told me about this great website, Dare to Dare. So I checked it out, joined in, and dared myself to quit this job. And now, I dance. And she dared me to go to the guy that I really secretly am in love with and give him a big kiss. I did this dare, I kissed him, and now he's my boyfriend.
Dare me.
We dare you to dance in public.
Dance, dance!
Service.
Meet Sally. Sally enjoys playing soccer, reading and eating out. Tonight she's out with her friends at a Japanese restaurant and loving her sashimi and sukiyaki. But what Sally doesn't realise is there is a problem here. Even though she is enjoying the Japanese cuisine, she is not recognising the cultural significance that comes with the food. What if there is a way for people like Sally to enjoy delicious food and also learn about and engage with the culture behind it, while she explores and relishes the community around her? Well, there is. It's called Bite Size. Bite Size aims to unlock people's hidden potential and to find the treasures that are not immediately apparent. It grew out of the dream to create a community space that included and integrated both local and immigrant people. Bite Size offers cultural trails that generate awareness about other cultures in the user's area by interacting with local businesses, events, and stores. So let's come back to Sally's story. At the restaurant with her friends, Sally notices an origami crane in the centre of the table which has a QR code on the base. Back at home, Sally accesses the website that the QR code links to and is introduced to Bite Size. Bite Size has recommended a cultural trail for Sally which involves a variety of interesting local activities at a discounted price. She thinks this is a great idea and signs up, creates a profile and chooses the activities that she would like to do on her cultural trail. She also downloads an app onto her phone so that she can access Bite Size at any time to ask for support and guidance or to check up on what other users who have done a similar trail have thought about it all. Sally embarks on her journey and she validates everything at each checkpoint by uploading a photograph to her Bite Size profile, either through her app on her phone or on her computer at home. Sally's Bite Size profile is also linked to her personal social media, so her friends can follow her adventure. Once Sally has completed her trail and validated all of the checkpoints, Bite Size invites her to return to the restaurant she began her Bite Size journey with and enjoy a special meal. She is also awarded a Bite Size badge, and that is then attached to her user profile. Bite Size will then encourage Sally to take other trails and collect more Bite Size badges to add to her profile. So, what is the point of this? Who benefits from Bite Size? Bite Size is a ripple effect that benefits not only the user and the involved businesses, but also the community at large. Sally has had a great time, learned interesting new things, and she has also made connections with places and people within her community that she might not usually make, and also gotten value for money experiences. The local businesses enjoy a wider customer base and benefit from their exposure on the Bite Size database. Most of all, Bite Size connects people.
Design, discover, furniture. It's a discovery engine where you can unlock hidden treasures by following your own inspiration. A website where furniture enthusiasts can discover and learn about furniture design. Let's search a designer. How about Marcel Brewer? Find out more about the provenance of this piece by flipping the image. Then follow the connections to discover related designers, styles, production, or even colour. Find who's influenced who, and search for new pieces which use the materials that you like. And when you have discovered your favourite piece, ours is Marcel Brewer, add it to your collection. Just because you can't own it, doesn't mean you can't collect it. Design Discover partners with museums and galleries to bring you the largest collection of furniture. Design Discover is a new way to explore beauty, function, and design.
I found the experience quite invigorating. You can join the service jam, you can interact
weekend? I'm glad that you've had fun.
And it's all about this sort of crazy process.
I would really like to see, after the jam's finished, a group to really take an idea and go forward with it. The passion for people to just keep working at it and to really believe in what they've come up with and perhaps refine it after the jam.